Simpsons. It's literally one of the longest-running series in the United States. But beyond the satire, the chaos, and the dysfunctional family with their crazy adventures, there is a secret. For many years, The Simpsons seem to have dropped prophecies that have proven to be very accurate. From the predictions of the 2020 COVID-19 outbreak to the rise of Kamala Harris as the first black female vice president, The Simpsons have operated on an unprecedented level of accuracy. So, what do they have to say about the year 2024? We examine 17 shocking predictions that The Simpsons have predicted for 2024. Number 17. Trump's 2024 presidential ambition. Do writers and producers of The Simpsons have a crystal ball through which they can accurately see into the future? This cartoon series has made many astounding prophecies that came to pass, evoking awe and wonder in the hearts and minds of everyone. Their most dramatic one yet would be the prediction of Trump's 2024 presidential ambition.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
On Tuesday, November 15, 2022, the former President of the United States, Donald Trump, decided it was time to reclaim the throne he lost 2021. The screenwriter for the series, Al Jean, showed the world that somehow they had predicted this way before Trump ever declared his intentions. In the 2015 episode titled Bart to the Future, Homer Simpson can be seen as he seems to fly past a sign in the background, which read, Trump 2024. Coincidence? This was even before Trump was ever president. So this revelation has been driving everyone crazy online. Number 16. AI robots take over. This one is for predicting the advent of many innovative technological gadgets. You will agree that this one is too accurate to be more than just a coincidence. There's a scene where Homer lost his job due to the fact that his employer replaced all the human employees with robots. Well, considering the astronomical strides that have been made in robotics and the development of artificial intelligence, could it be possible that in the near future, maybe even 2024, humans will begin to lose their jobs to artificially intelligent robots? Now, you've probably heard of robots serving as waiters in Japan and all around the world. Is this the end of human labor as we know it? Or are we all just panicking too much about the threat of a robotic takeover? Hopefully, this never happens. But in case, The Simpsons will tell the world, we told you so. Number 15. Mars Takeover. This next one is actually very freakish and will have you wondering if the scripts for this series were written by aliens or something, because the resemblance to real-life events is absolutely uncanny. Let us take you to episode 6 of season 27 of the series. In this episode, Lisa learns that the government was looking for volunteers who were willing to sign up for a migration to Mars.
And become the first residents of another world. Will you be one of them?
Enthusiastically, she volunteered, and so did the rest of the family. The rest of the episode had them going on some wacky, crazy adventures. But at the end of the day, their vehicle refused to start, and they ended up going nowhere. But that's not the end. This eerie episode ends with a glimpse into the year 2051, where Marge and Lisa were now living on Mars. If this doesn't sound like anything everybody knows about Elon Musk's plans to colonize the Red Planet.
Elon Musk? I'm in charge of the whole Mars colonization project.
He has been going on and on about it for years, and even established his own private space exploration company for that sole purpose. Why do the dates scheduled for the Mars launch in this Simpsons episode have a striking resemblance to Elon Musk's plans? Is there something the writers and producers are hiding from us? For now, we will agree that it's all coincidence, but this sort of coincidence is sure to raise many, many questions in the minds of anyone who has seen this episode. Number 14. Virtual reality food. There is an episode of The Simpsons where the characters feast on a delicacy of digital food. And this episode features a scene where Homer and Marge can be seen feeding virtual fudge through a straw on the back of their virtual reality headsets. This one is something that allows us to introduce you to a culinary experience, what it would feel like to dine in the digital world. Although virtual reality companies have made giant strides in several fields, including gaming, art, and even real estate, the aim of the project is to reframe the human perceptions and change the way we experience food. Could we be looking at such an experience becoming commonplace in 2024? Number 13. Baby Translator. Would you like to know exactly what your little infant or toddler needs whenever they go on a crying spree? It is exactly what the device that can finally solve the age-long mystery of what babies really want.
My Baby Translator. Lavish focus attention on me and entertain me.
Maggie, you talk!
In episode 24 of the third, Homer's half-brother invents this magical device that could translate baby talk into actual speech. Could such a device be replicated in the real world? A company called Zoundream has finally built a machine that will blow your mind. The Swiss software company claims to have developed a fascinating piece of technology, known as that harnesses the power of artificial intelligence to determine what exactly babies want when they cry. Do they need comfort? Are they hungry? You will be able to accurately determine what exactly your baby wants in a very near future. Number 12, female presidency. Is the United States of America ready for a female president? While there are no questions about the effectiveness of a female president, as women have proven themselves exceptional in the field of politics many, many times, the political landscape of the United States is filled with so many men that very few women have been able to walk through the corridors of power that leads to the White House. The Simpsons Back to the Future, Lisa becomes the first female president of the United States of America. Kamala Harris as the first black female vice president of the United States. But could we take it a step further? Number 11, Black Hole. At the second episode, which aired on March 24, 2013, titled Treehouse of Horror 23. This episode follows the adventure of this dysfunctional family as they try to escape the wrath of a mysterious black hole, which threatens to swallow the entire Springfield into a world of darkness and nothingness. After accidentally creating this terrifying cosmic demon, many are worried that we could be on the edge of a catastrophic natural event. Bart and Lisa see the future of the family, and Bart travel around in style as their hover cars. With no tires, a company named Samson's Sky in Oregon is expected to begin deliveries of its Switchblade flying car in 2024. Finally, you can avoid road rage by soaring high in the skies. Number 9, Hologram Technology. These days, technology is moving at such a fast pace, most of us can't keep up. But The Simpsons, they're miles ahead of us. In one of these episodes, Bart takes a look into the future. Through one of Professor Frink's thingamajig, what he saw might just be a prophecy of things to come. In this future, Bart saw his band to a gig at the club. But how did The Simpsons develop the idea of the widespread use of the hologram technology? And could 2024 be the year when holograms become as commonplace as the cell phone? Maybe that's a huge leap, but you get the idea. As it stands now, the world has already been blessed with a fancy technology known as the DreamIc HD3 holograms. This fascinating three-sided holographic display case can show a 3D image of anyone and anything from anywhere in the world. Imagine sitting in your room and watching your boyfriend teach you the latest TikTok dance from way over there on the other side of the world. How cool. Could we be looking at a more widespread use of the platform within the year 2024? Sounds pretty ambitious. Number 8, Ivanka Trump's presidency. Are the writers of The Simpsons obsessed with Donald Trump and his family? In an episode which aired in October 2016, the writers dropped a subtle hint suggesting that Ivanka Trump, the daughter of the former U.S. President Donald Trump, would run for president. In this episode, Homer Simpson can be seen wearing a badge that said Ivanka 2028. Could this be another accurate prediction made by this series? Although Ivanka Trump has solidified her status as an imposing figure in the political landscape of the United States, is the possibility of a presidency feasible. But that wasn't the first time Ivanka made an appearance on the show, at least her character did. She was also featured in a 2017 episode where she replaced Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court while modeling a robe and earrings from her collection. Would an Ivanka Trump run for presidency come as a shock to you? We'll also leave that for you guys. Number 7, AI. Are we really sure that we are not empowering technology to take us out? It had evolved on its own and was able to feel things. Now that's super freakish in the past, but coming from a man like Blake Lemoine, who was a high-ranking engineer at Google before his appointment was terminated, but we were forewarned by The Simpsons. In the 1994 episodes titled Itchy and Scratchy Land, the family visited a spooky version of Disneyland, which was fully staffed by robots. As the scenes unfolded, the robots went haywire and began to murder everyone. While the possibility of far off from 2024, if this human creation evolves to a point where humanity becomes a bother, where do we run to? Number 6, music-induced mind control. The government is trying to control you through a series of subconscious processes. This was the message many people got from the 14th episode of The Simpsons' 12th season. The music producer selects Bart and Ralph to form a music video that featured the strange line "Even eat Neo J" in the chorus. party posse subconsciously controlled the minds of the listeners, passing a subliminal message. When you spell this strange line backwards, it reads, "Join the Navy," as music had long been used to recruit young men into the military. This was especially true during the Second World War, that is, in the real world. During the war, this topic has been a goldmine for conspiracy theorists. Will we see this play out even more in 2024? Prophecies made by The Simpsons come to pass one by one. From the death of Kobe Bryant to an accurate prediction of a Super Bowl scoreline, most people were especially blown away when their predictions of Trump running for the presidency in 2024 came to pass. While these happenings may all be phenomenal, we must understand that all these are simple coincidences. Or at least that's what the producers would like us to believe. But there are conspiracy theories, wild ones that speculate that something else must be brewing behind the scenes. Number 5. Willie Nelson goes for a swim. Number 4. Economic collapse. So, expert economists predict the United States could experience some really terrible times in the coming year. With the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ukraine-Russia war, and several other conflicts around the world, it's a miracle our civilization has not collapsed. Number 3. World War III. On November 22, 1987, a special episode of The Simpsons aired on The Tracy Ullman Show. And although it was very, very hilarious, although we are not at war, we are far from experiencing a peaceful existence. Could 2024 be the year when everything reaches its peak and all the nations bring out their big guns to wipe everybody out? Number 2, Barbie movie release and Trump's arrest. Although this one is not really a prediction for 2024, it still deserves a mention because of how astonishingly accurate it is. The uncanny coincidence between the release of a new Barbie doll and a president's arrest. This is reminiscent of the circumstances surrounding the arrest of former President Donald Trump on April 4, 2023. Number 1. Zombie apocalypse. This one may seem to be more of a stretch, but it's one of The Simpsons' predictions that still hasn't come to pass. While the possibility of a real zombie apocalypse is really slim, we can't dispute this as just mere fiction, considering the fact that about 30 of the seemingly simple scenes from this series have come to pass in real life. We will be doing ourselves a disservice by discounting these scenes as mere works of fiction. But at the end of the day, The Simpsons is just a comic series, and many of these prophecies are just coincidental, right? We'll have to wait and see how everything plays out in the year 2024. Thank you for watching this video.